Graduates, welcome to the first day of a new chapter in your lives. Begin each day with gratitude for where you are. This is a time to work hard to become the person you want to be. Do not squander your opportunities. Remember, you have challenges and strengths just like everybody else. Enjoy celebrating your strengths to advance your goals, but invest equal time to manage your challenges. As John F. Kennedy said, do not pray for easy lives, pray to be stronger men. Incidentally, my son graduated this year from my alma mater, the University of Michigan, and is now at Columbia University in New York. So when preparing my talk, I try to think what advice and lessons would I like to pass on to him. I do hope that all of you derive value from what I have to say here today. I also went to MIT, so we taught to think in frameworks. It makes it easy to absorb what has to be said. So just to quickly give you, I'll try to do this in about 8 minutes, and I'll give my thoughts and advice on 5 broad topics, which I hope will provide you with a useful framework to build upon. I'll also try and pepper my talk with some famous quotes and book references that could be of help to you. So first off, what are the notes to my son or to my younger self? So one of the very important things is keep learning and stay teachable. As they say, education is something you can never finish. Read more. This is the single most important and common trait amongst the most successful people in the world. Show up on time, be punctual. Surround yourself with smart people. Find a mentor. This is fairly uncommon, especially in India, but is a very rewarding and important relationship. Find a mentor. I have mentors even now in life, and I'm constantly learning and developing because of them. Learn the art of storytelling and work harder than expected. The second thing is personal attitudes and habits going forward. Have a constant learning attitude. They say that you know what you know. You can do something about what you know you don't know. It's tongueful, but just understand that. You can do something about what you know you don't know. But what about what you don't know you don't know? So unless you're learning constantly, you will never try and figure that out. Do not take failure to heart and success to head. Things always happen for the best. Do not worry, have patience, and things will improve. Create something that gives you purpose and meaning in life. Practice gratitude. It's really important. Treat people with love, kindness, and respect. As they say, the harder you work, the luckier you will get. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Time is the most precious resource. Today I track a metric called ROT. They mustn't be teaching this in management school, very commonly. It's return on time. I'm most conscious about, what I'm devoting my time and effort to. Set down and write short and long-term goals. It's very important to write them down. If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. A book that I recommend is called The Checklist Manifesto by Atul Gawande, who's from the Harvard Medical School. It's worth checking out. Inculcate the habit of saving and wealth creation in life. Warren Buffett always says, have a second source of income. We work hard to earn money, and you should ensure that your money is working equally hard for you. Thoughts on the corporate world. Identify your purpose in life. Money and fame are byproducts, but purpose will give you satisfaction and happiness in the long term. If you're wrong, admit it. If you're confused, ask questions. If you're stuck, seek help. Move from doing things to getting things done. Deal with stress, it's very important. Manage your time, exercise, chill out, balance your work, personal and family life. Pay attention to the things in life that are critical to your happiness and well-being. Take time to get medical checkups, spend time with your family, go for a run, write a letter to your grandmother. Steve Jobs, in his famous address in Stanford in 2005, said, "You've got to find what you love. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to love what you do." Another book that I'm referring to is called The Last Lecture by Randy Pausch. He said, "I'm a great optimist, but when trying to make a decision, I often think of the worst case scenario. If I do something, what's the most terrible thing that could happen? One thing that makes it possible to be an optimist is if you have a contingency plan for when all hell breaks loose. I'll also leave you some thoughts from Arnold Schwarzenegger as well. As you prepare to go off into the corporate world, remember 6 rules. 1, trust yourself. 2, break some rules. 3, don't be afraid to fail. 4, ignore the naysayers. 5, work like hell. And 6, give something back. Next on leadership, thoughts on leadership. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. Management is doing things right. Leadership is doing the right things. Work on building a personal brand. Your brand is about your reputation, your trust, your performance, your visibility. It's really important in the corporate world. Start thinking about what defines you and what your personal brand is. Because ultimately, people do business with people. You must remember that. Opportunities. Lastly, I'll talk something about future opportunities. I am a big believer and evangelist of the India story and the new India. The government has laid an excellent foundation for exponential growth and new opportunities. We have the Digital India, we have the India Stack, we have JAM, Jandhan, Aadhaar, Mobile, all of this. The stage is set for endless opportunities, both in the job market as well as for entrepreneurs via startups. The analogy is that the field is well watered and fertilized and is all set for sowing. So you guys have huge opportunities out there. I'm closely involved with startups as a mentor and angel investor, so I'm speaking to some degree from experience as well. Startup opportunities are tremendous. We have one of the most vibrant ecosystems now in India. It's the third largest startup ecosystem in the world after the US and China. We have 50 plus unicorns in India today. In 2021 alone, we added 30, so nearly 1 unicorn a week. Some of the big trends and ideas going forward are deep learning and AI, gaming, AR, VR, fintech, edutech, health tech, digitization of work process and the hybrid work environment, crypto and NFTs, electric vehicles, robotics and automation, drones, aerospace, and 3D printing. These are just some of the ideas I'm throwing out. However, you have to be very alert, nimble, and constantly changing and evolving as we live in a VUCA world. VUCA, there's a term I love using, that's volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. It's really a VUCA world. So, with all of this, be very alert to changes. Years are happening now in weeks. Pace of change is accelerating. Something they always taught us at MIT was that disruption will happen in half the time from that of the generally accepted consensus. So if someone says 5 years, it's going to happen in 2 years, and its impact will be far bigger than commonly believed. As an entrepreneur, you need to have grit, which is passion plus perseverance. The harder the problem is, the more limited the competition and greater the reward for whomever can solve it. Finally, closing thoughts. Decision making in life is critical. Decide quickly using the information you have at the time. Deciding is always better than not deciding, because even an average decision will get you moving in a direction that is generally right. Win with grace, lose with dignity. Whenever you fall down, get up. When you fall down again, get up again. Keep fighting. Over the span of your life, you will find it was not those with the most talent who became successful, but those with the most resiliency in the face of disappointment. Those with the strongest character when things were hard. Make your best choices when no one is looking. That's when it really counts. Know that somebody is always probably looking, because privacy is an illusion, especially in our hyper-connected world today. Get out there and make the most of today, every day, and your future will take care of itself. There's an inscription that I did some courses at Harvard as well, and there's an inscription on one of the gates there called the Dexter Gate. So on the outside it says, enter to grow in wisdom, and on the inside for you students, moving away from the university says, depart to better serve thy country and thy kind. I hope, you take something from that. Use your mind, hands, and heart to build something bigger than yourself. I congratulate and wish you all the best once again and leave you with one of my favorite sayings. Life is a game, play it. Life is a challenge, meet it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is a sacrifice, offer it. Life is love, enjoy it. Thank you.